Thanks very much. Next up, last but not least, since we're definitely here right in the heart of Hong Kong, I'd like to welcome to the stage Charles Ng from Invest Hong Kong. He's going to be talking about what Hong Kong's place is in this whole startup arena. In case you haven't really noticed, there's a lot of activity now in startups in Hong Kong. And Charles is going to give us an update on what's happening with this Start Me Up Hong Kong program. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you, Rebecca. Good evening, everybody. I think it's a very exciting moment. I was sitting there listening to all the panel speakers about sharing about the various industries and what's going on here. And again, when we talk about the US, let's take the first point that was discussed in the panel, the US and China. And Hong Kong has always played the role of the bridge. And I believe that moving forward in the startup community and also the VC community, we have a massive role to play. We talk about intellectual property protection. We talk about the various importance in regards to testing, intellectual property rights protection, testing, using the market, and so on. And Hong Kong is extremely well placed. I think we have all the ingredients here, not only in one industry. We were talking about the consumer products, and when you look at Hong Kong's economy and what our company is doing here, this is a great launch pad, I believe, for companies going on.
It seems like there's a lot of e-commerce companies here in Hong Kong that are getting started as well, right?
Yes, e-commerce is definitely hot areas. But I think that in terms of, if you look at the various industries across the board, from consumer products, because Hong Kong, again, supply chain management, traditional, very strong manufacturing base next door, and a lot of experience in that manufacturing. So a lot of startups across the board in regards to industry. Things like where the hardware and the software can be very much integrated. And I think that when you look at what's going on, Hong Kong has a very interesting ecosystem, very unique ecosystem. I don't think we will be in Silicon Valley, and we don't want to be in a way, because we have our own ecosystem, which basically, when you look at the Pearl River Delta, what's happening across the border, we have some of the global technology mainland companies that are right there. And Shenzhen, Dongguan, Guangzhou is completely transforming itself in terms of getting into up the value chain. So when we look at what's going on there, with the IP protection in Hong Kong, the very conducive rule of law, things that the US and the West is very familiar with and wants to do. And Hong Kong can really be used as a launch pad, as an experiment. And when that matures, then they can relook at the market next door, but also using Hong Kong as a global, as a launch pad for a global market.
Can you describe what the Start Me Up Hong Kong program is all about?
Yeah, we initiated this program because we believe that it's the right time to do that. If you look at the, in the last, I would say, 16 months, we've had, now I believe that we have 16 co-work space that have sprung up in about 16 months, 15 months time. And these co-work spaces are all private owned and private. Everybody has a different model, and everybody's trying to adapt to it. So we see that as a very exciting part. Now, what we're trying to do is, we believe Hong Kong has a lot of potential. All the ingredients are here for Hong Kong to becoming a great destination for entrepreneurship and innovation, but it's very fragmented. So we talked, we had a number of brainstorming sessions with a number of you here actually in the room who are actually has started this in Hong Kong. And one of the things is it's very fragmented, and how do we bring it together? So we decided to launch a website, and out of that we also wanted to do, because we believe Hong Kong is a great place. So we launched a global competition through this Hong Kong, Start Me Up Hong Kong venture program. It was interesting, very amazing. When we talk about companies from overseas, looking at, there was a question from a gentleman there about what are the companies going to do going into China. And I believe that Hong Kong is the best place for overseas companies to test the market going to China. And one of the things we've done is launching this global competition through this Start Me Up Venture program.
How many applications did you get?
We were expecting about 50 to 70 because we only had 7-week window in the middle of summer between actually second week of July to the 26th of August, because in order for us to achieve that, we had to market that. So we only had 7 weeks. So we had altogether 384 entries from 39 countries in 7 weeks. And we were doing this marketing through social media, LinkedIn, but also through our network of representative offices around the world. And this was amazing, and the quality of entry is quite exciting. So on the 5th of December, we're going to have our first Start Me Up Hong Kong Venture Forum, which will happen here. And invitation is launched to everybody who's interested to come. The 12 finalists from around the world, there's 1 from Hong Kong, I believe 5 from the US, and 2 from India, and 1 from Israel, and 1 from New Zealand. They're all coming here to Hong Kong to pitch to the startup and business community in Hong Kong. It will be about 500 to 600 people at the central government office where we're holding this forum. And we're very excited about it because for the first time, we're doing a very big event where we're bringing the community together. And we believe that in terms of building the ecosystem, our Director General, Simon Galpin, as well as our Secretary for Commerce and Economic Development, Mr. Gregso, is extremely passionate in wanting to build Hong Kong into an innovation and destination.
Because you have all these parts, right? You have the Hong Kong Science Park, you've got Cyberport, you've got angel investors, you've got all these incubators here. But it's true, it does seem to be fragmented, or it has been fragmented, so you're trying to change that.
Well, we believe that all the ingredients are here. We have, in terms of high net worth individuals, we have a lot of people here.
But they're not necessarily angel investing.
Right. But then it's a bit of mentorship that has to be done. I think one gentleman was talking about the people are being conservative or risk averse. And I think there's a lot of mentorship to be done. Because Hong Kong is sitting on it's a place where real estate investment and private banking is thriving. So has led. And how do you give examples on how do you get showcase success stories where people can see that there is real benefit in angel investing and VC investment and family businesses? How do you turn that? So when you look at the family businesses here, which are traditionally in industry, there are a lot of the third, fourth generation which are looking at new technology. How do you bring that together? So we believe that by having a platform and having a venture program that we're launching can be a catalyst. So to bring the community together, the universities, the entrepreneur clubs, the co-work space, the various stakeholders in the investment community.
Right.
So we hope that this will be a catalyst that will, this is the first year we're doing it.
December 5, right?
December 5.
Okay.
So you can register on the StartMeUpHK website, and we hope to see you there.
Yeah, and I'd like to acknowledge Rachel Chan here,
yes, actually,
who's been very involved in the program as well and helped to design it. So if you have further questions, the lady in the green sweater can answer. And of course, Charles can as well. And thank you, Charles, very much. And I'm going to be there December 5 myself. So I'm looking forward to coming back to Hong Kong for that.
You're all invited. You just have to register and you can come in. And we're sort of please do that as soon as possible. So we look forward to seeing you there.
Okay, good. Well, thank you all for staying here. And now we're going to open this space up to cocktails and canapes, so please enjoy that. I'd also like to finally thank again Thomas Chow from Morrison & Forster, who's here. We could not do this without the support of Morrison & Forster. Thank you very much. He's been a very loyal supporter of ours for many years now. And of course, KPMG and Invest Hong Kong and Cyberport. We love you. Thank you.